First of all, I want to congratulate Iowa. I thought they played really, really well, really hard. They played like experienced, tough-minded kids that they are. They're very well coached. I also want to thank Coach Bluter and her staff. Jan Jensen texted me today, and all their players, the staff was incredible before and after the game. So that's something I want to make sure everyone hears, because this rivalry can get a little bit over the top, but they couldn't have been more gracious in how they handled the situation. But disappointed, obviously, we didn't shoot the ball like we needed to, but you got to give them the credit. They were the better team tonight.
Ash, what were they doing defensively to kind of cause you guys some fits tonight?
They're just tough defenders. They stayed up on us, guarded us hard, and we had trouble scoring. So.
When shots aren't falling from outside, what's the workaround? Do you just look inside a little bit more, or how do you kind of start to try to get things going a little bit?
Just look inside, look for some players that are open. Once they knock down one, they can build their confidence and knock down a couple more.
What would you kind of say about the will of this team, where you guys seem to just keep fighting back, even when they would kind of seem like they were about to pull away?
I mean, this one was special. We had the chance to play them in Hilton, and first of all, I would like to thank the fans for coming out tonight. It was nice to play in front of them, and we just got to be tough, because we had a chance. We came back at the end of the third quarter. We went in like the game was tied by that time, but we got to be tough and compete every time.
Inez, I think that's your first double-double as a Cyclone, and I know it comes in a loss, but how's it feel to just be clicking so well this season?
I mean, I told myself that I need to do everything I could to impact this team, and it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough today. Even if it was a double-double, it doesn't count if we lost this game, but I need go back to work and see what work on my game and improve what I can do for this team.
Ashley, what was your mindset on the offensive boards? I mean, I think you had 8 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, just go after the ball, rebound, hopefully get second chance shots. So just keep playing, battling, go get the ball. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bill, what are you seeing in the shooting, maybe?
Yeah, there's a lot of – I think anytime you miss shots, I think you always get into, is it a good shot, bad shot, is it good defense? I thought there was a couple times – literally underneath the basket, Iowa was ready to take the ball out of bounds, and we missed a layup. I thought Kristen, we chart, and she had 6 threes, and 5 of the 6, she was open. Sometimes it's a bad night. Sometimes you lose your confidence. Sometimes it's shot selection. Sometimes it's defense. It's until we look at the video exactly. We missed 6 free throws. No one's guarding us on the free throw line. So that's the frustrating part about basketball, is there's a lot of things you can do, but, they have a kid come off the bench and make 3 threes who'd made 1 all year. And that's to their credit. And, their bench was really good. Ours was not. They're a senior-dominated team that played like seniors. They have senior guards that gave us a lesson tonight, and Amanda Ollinger, rebounded everything she needed to go get. So, whatever combination of it, when you're in a close game, you got to find differences, and we couldn't find it tonight. And again, that's a credit to them.
Did it feel like you guys had kind of picked up some momentum there at the end of the third quarter?
Yeah, I mean, we tie the game at the end of the third quarter. We have the ball. We run a play that's open. we make the wrong decision on the pass. It happens. We miss back-to-back layups, and we get confused on 2 inbounds plays, and next thing you know, you're down 7, and then it's just now it's a struggle to go from there. And I think that was a moment where our inexperience in key roles started to show a little bit. We kind of got caught watching Ashley, and people didn't want the ball, and the shots that we got we couldn't make. So, and they were very efficient at the right times offensively. They had a couple end of the shot clocks. I think there's twice we guarded really well. They got an offensive rebound, ran off another. One time they ran off the clock, made a 3, and one time they ran off the clock and we fouled them. So those are possessions that you have to try and get back, and they did and we didn't.
It was before the game when you sat down on the bench. You and Billy kind of had a nice moment where you gave him a big hug. Just can you kind of describe the emotions of just having this game this day and everything?
Wow. First of all, I don't want to take away from what Iowa did. They won the game, and the story should be the Iowa women's basketball team and their effort tonight. I get that my family situation's involved. It was a hard day, obviously, but I had so many people reach out to us, and our family is and I know a lot of families are. Our family is so connected. It's my name is the same as my dad's. My son is the same as my dad. My grandson's name is the same as my dad for a reason. And I'm just really proud of Stephen came tonight and his family, and these are tough days, but I've been blessed. My dad was 86 years old, lived a phenomenal life, and I'm sure he's yelling at me for not calling timeout sooner, and why did I sub, and like he usually does, and for the first time in a long time, he's got a little Kessler's in front of him, sipping on it right now. So I appreciate everyone, really. I really do. I know a lot of you reached out, and it's awkward, but the circle of life is what it is. I've been very blessed to I think the biggest part of it for me, Tommy, is I've been really blessed that my dad got to follow my career here. Jamie Pollard mentioned that to me the other day, that he's been with me since the day I got this job, and he hasn't missed much. And I'm really lucky for that. I really thank God that he got to see me and my family be at a place that we love so much and that he loved. So that's probably the biggest takeaway for me. But again, I know you have to say and write what you do, but the focus should be on what Iowa women's basketball did tonight, not on my family.